Hey everybody, welcome to our Etc. show. I'm Chris, got Paul and Joe with me. And hey, we have fun. I don't have time to edit that many video clips from our show, but I loved a couple weeks ago we were having a draft of Christmas songs. And we had a fun moment that we shared. Paul, who was picking number one, and I don't know.
I stand by my pick.
I try to stay as far away from it as I can.
I kind of felt it was like the '84 NBA draft where Jordan was available and Sam Bowie was available, and Portland confidently ran to the front and said, "Sam Bowie's our guy." That's kind of how I felt. Wham was the Sam Bowie of
nothing like that.
Okay.
At all.
Very much like
you're
that.
Picking, you can pick either Jordan or LeBron. It's like
okay,
two all-time great.
Do not call Last Christmas LeBron James. How dare you?
Well, here's interesting. So, I didn't know we were popular in Sweden, but apparently, couple Thomas Mazzetti and his wife Hannah are trying to raise money. They must not like Wham. They must agree with Joe and I. And they said
they must not like Joy.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to buy the rights of Last Christmas by Wham, so we never have to listen to it again. Apparently, Hannah said she hates the song from 12 years ago. Her boss played the song on repeat in a cafe where she worked in Oxford. She's like, he was
smart. Where the smart people are.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it's Oxford here or Oxford, Sweden. I don't know. But
we're going with the smart Oxford just for the sake of my argument.
All right,
so that your argument works better. Oh, okay.
Paul is fired up about this. I mean, he will defend this to the death. She says, "Hey, the boss is only in now and then, so they didn't fully appreciate the agony the rest of the staff felt when Last Christmas played for the 111th time of the working day."
If by agony she means delight.
Yes.
That is not what she means. That's not. No.
Well, I'm not great at foreign money. So when we talk about, is this 50,000 pounds?
Yes. They've raised 50,000 pounds, which is British money.
Okay, so that
can't possibly buy you the rights to that song.
Well, it's like 60,040 in US. Well, here's the situation. They're saying that the rights are currently owned by Warner Chappell Music UK. They're valued at between 15 million and 25 million. Now, here's the catch. It looks like the couple has raised 50,000 pounds, which is like 60,240 in US dollars.
It's money in there. Whatever the P is, I don't know what P. I think that's
I'm not sure
Swedish money. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up.
And we're looking at 15 to 25 million for rights to the song. So, I mean, that's not good. They still got ways to go if they're going to buy that, right?
I mean, everyone's got to be a Grinch, I guess.
How is Last Christmas? And again, I'm not making fun of the song necessarily.
Where is this article from?
One of
the Grinch.net.
Maybe
the Philippine Star.
Philippines. Okay, so the P is a Philippine
current
unit of currency. The Philippine peso.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the currency that they're talking about, well, yeah, you'd have to raise the rights are somewhere between 15 million American dollars and 25 million. They have raised, oh boy,
60,000, a little over 60,000.
Yeah. So that's nowhere near enough. Like, that's the point.
Back to my point.
Well, here's the other thing too. Say somehow they raised 15 million. They'll still have to negotiate that. And if you're a good negotiator, like if you own the rights to Wham's Last Christmas, this couple walks in and says, "Hey, believe it or not, here's 15 million." Let's say they raised that. I would be like, "Hey, our price has gone up. You can go get us some more money."
Well, especially knowing what they want to do with it.
Yeah, they're going to blow it up in a finished dumpster or something.
I mean, like the song or not, can you think of a larger waste of money than to potentially pay $25 million just so you don't have to hear a song again?
If the couple of chiefs getting the money, they shared that they intend to dump the master recording in a Finnish nuclear waste site where it will rest for at least 2 million years.
2 million years, at least. Well,
at which point somebody will dig it back up.
They're from Sweden. Why are they running smack on Finland? They're like, we're going to go to Finland.
Well, you got to go where the good nuclear waste sites are.
Yeah, but I think they're ripping Finland. I mean, this could be war here. Maybe we start a war over this.
Well, they're from UK, right?
What?
Well, we're in Oxford.
Yeah, it's a Swedish couple. Why are they throwing out Finland? Why don't they just say, if I was born in Sweden to blow it up? I mean, come on.
Well, you got to go where the things are.
Yeah, but that would be
if you want it to be a nuclear waste, got to go where the nuclear waste is.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be
Chernobyl?
Say I made news saying I'm going to blow up a football or whatever I want to blow up. Mm-hmm. If I say, hey, I'm coming to Canada to blow up down there, if I'm Canada, like, what the heck? Why are they coming down here? Blow up your own darn country. Leave us out of it. You know what I mean?
You're just like, I'm Canada. Leave me out of this, man.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a part of this.
I mean, why are they throwing
Well, also, they're in Sweden, so it's like next door to Finland, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But not far.
Like, you know, I mean, if I'm Vladimir Putin, I say, hey, I'm coming over to America.
Do you think a lot about what if I'm Vladimir Putin?
Oh, 10 times a day. I mean,
shall we recount Chris's hot takes over the past 2 weeks?
Oh man, that would be a cut that I would love to see. All of Chris's hot takes.
Especially after a business meeting today where I say, hey, listen to this. You know, yes, please.
Oh man. That'd be so good.
Why not? It'd be fantastic.
Just put together a super cut of all of the most absurd things that Chris has said. Just a top 10 would be enough.
I mean, if I would like Vladimir Putin, I mean, hey, that probably doesn't rank in the top 20, which isn't good because that would be like...
because that's actually tame for some of the things that you have suggested.
Yes. But, you know, hey, we can all have our dreams and thoughts. I don't know. You know, whatever.
Yeah, I get mocked for liking Last Christmas.
Well,
look, listen, you're allowed to like it. You chose it as the best Christmas song of all time.
Because it is.
That was your choice. Like, liking it is perfectly fine. Yeah, there's times when I'm okay with listening to Wonderful Christmas Time. But objectively, that's a terrible song.
I gotta say,
it is the bottom of the barrel of songs.
I can go through an entire Christmas season and someone could say, so how often did you hear Nat King Cole's Christmas song? Be like, I don't think I did. But if someone says, hey, did you get to hear Wham's Last Christmas? I'm like, no, it wasn't even Christmas.
It's I like need to go back in time. if I were just walking through like a mall or something and someone asked me, did you hear a pleasant noise? Did you hear something that was pleasing to you?
So, yes,
that
I did
just carried you through? Or did you see that guy who was playing a one-man band with a bass drum strapped to his back and cymbals between his knees? I'm going to remember the time that I heard the one-man band, but I don't like it. It's not good. But I will remember it because there was this time that an idiot walked up to me as a one-man band.
Christmas without Last Christmas is like going to Washington, D.C. and like avoiding all of the major monuments.
Which is brilliant.
I did something worse today. It might be worse than Last Christmas.
Getting back to our people, like I could think of so much better ways of spending that amount of money. Like, by making more better Christmas songs.
I fixed a small sound issue in my laptop. I was upstairs with the family, and we have a lame joke. My wife takes the dog out. Who let the dogs out? Becky. It's just so dumb.
Oh my gosh! That's terrible.
Do not call her to reflect on the moment.
Do not call her.
Well, here's where it got worse. My daughter picked up on it, and she started singing "Who Let the Dogs Out."
Oh no!
You know that, and apparently, her music teacher plays some pop music, and it's probably kind of tame for a 10-year-old. I mean, you're not listening to like hardcore gangster rap or anything. So my kid the 16-year-old started kind of humming along to it. So we ended up playing "Who Let the Dogs Out," and my daughter's dancing around, and the 16-year-old is dancing around. It was just kind of it was a moment. I mean, I love my family, so I'm not going to disown them for that. But looking back at that, I feel really awkward even telling you guys that story.
But you don't choose that song as the number one greatest song of all time.
I got it in my head after listening to it.
Okay, but
so do I. I'm not happy about it.
Yes.
Billboard's list of the top Christmas songs ever.
Yeah.
What two songs were back to back?
That Singing Dogs Jingle Bells and Hitler's recording of Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
I talked to you tonight in a podcast.
Hitler singing Stille Nacht.
We went to like the SNL, like one guy's opinion.
Christmas special. Heil, honey, I'm home.
Heil, honey, I'm home. Christmas special. Oh my gosh.
We went to a list of the top actors. It was one guy's opinion of that on Saturday Night Live. We didn't agree with the list. It was like number 2 was Phil Hartman. I love Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman. I'd put him up there.
I'm not sure about number 2. I mean, I like him. I can't say anything bad about him. But number 2, I don't know.
It was
but
one.
Yeah, I remember it was one list. Eddie Murphy was their opinion who number 1 was.
Number 1? Oh.
And that's fine. I mean, you can agree or not, but that's one guy's opinion. So Paul's bringing up these lists of probably from the guy who wrote the song. It was probably with Wham saying, "Hey, here's my idea for the favorite song of all time,"
and not George Michael, the other guy.
Yeah, I mean, I bring these stories into our show all the time about, hey, this survey says Chicago is the 4th best city for eating macaroni and cheese. It's fun to talk about. We're all go up in arms, but again, it's just some dumb study. It doesn't mean everything, right?
No, because Last Christmas is a great Christmas song.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I went down there.
Paul's just digging in his heels now.
Yeah, Paul. Last Christmas and Kenny Pickett. I mean, hey, don't.
That's what. See, if there was something where Kenny Pickett sang Last Christmas.
Oh my gosh, Paul would buy that.
My daughter got off of work earlier than expected, so I was able to get home. I had to get here in time to make sure I wasn't still hearing Kenny's looking okay, but I'm still not sold on whether he's the future or not. Had to shut that stuff down.
I'm checking something out. I don't think he's on there.
Kenny?
On Cameo. I don't think Kenny Pickett's on Cameo, but if he was, could you imagine getting a cameo? You probably have to pay big money, but like
maybe we could raise 50,000 British pounds.
Yes,
to get Kenny Pickett to sing Last Christmas.
Yeah, because if you're on Cameo, people can pay you to do stuff, which just sounds really weird. But
it's just really sketch. Yes.
Yes, but
when you say it like that, it sounds horrible.
Well, that's what I don't like about Cameo. I mean, as a journalist, I get a chance to interview some of these people from time to time. It's fun to do that, but I wouldn't pay money to do that. I mean, Paul and I, we talked to Kevin Love once. That was a fun experience for both of us, but if I had to pay for that experience, I wouldn't do that. But people do that. Have you ever seen Cameo?
I've never gotten one, but I've seen videos of cameos.
Yeah. You're pretty much saying, hey, here's $100. Can you wish Joe Frost a happy birthday? And yeah, if you really like that person, maybe that's fun. But man, paying a celebrity $100 to say what you want them to say for a minute, it's almost,
it's weird.
I
hate to use the word prostitution, but in essence, we're prostituting these people. It's kind of weird.
I don't know. There's a couple people I'd front the money if I had that kind of expendable income.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. is it cameo.com? The website's not even coming up. Did it go down or?
Don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Ow.
See if Andrew Ridgely's on there.
Andrew Ridgely? Who's that?
Yeah. The other guy in Wham.
Oh. Paul's so upset too. He's the other guy in Wham. How dare you not know who
I want to get a cameo of him thanking me for sticking up for them and their fantastic song in the midst of this pool of hatred.
Let's be honest. His cameo can't be that expensive, right? What is it? $15? 10?
He pays you $10.
I will pay the $10.
If you accept my recording, I will give you $10. No,
I will give him $20 to do a cameo admitting that the song is terrible.
Sure. And he probably would take that. He's probably like, I can't believe I'm doing this, but
I really need the $20 right now.
The song's
I could really use the 20.
Or what about Andrew Ridgely breaking down Kenny Pickett's game on Monday night, analyzing it, a video of him.
Yes.
How would that be?
I know what I'm doing when we're done tonight. On December 21st, he did a podcast or something of his favorite festive tunes. I want to see what the man says.
He's not gonna pick his own song. That's gauche. There's no way he's picking his own song.
Come on, Andrew.
There's no way. Come on, man.
All right, well, let's just go with a big question. All right, so for Wham, 15 to 25 million, and they'll buy the rights, and
so that starving children everywhere won't have to hear the song ever again.
Well, here's the other problem. There's 500 billion cover versions of Last Christmas. So if you knock off that,
but in theory, they're not allowed to do them.
Right, but
there's just a lot of them that are already out there. So I don't actually think that it would stop anything.
Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. What's our cost? We like podcasting together. I mean, I don't want to say no to doing a podcast together. But if somebody out there wants to say, let's retire the Etc. show, how much will we take for that?
I would take $25 million for sure.
$25 million?
If there was $25 million in this,
yeah.
I mean, I personally want $25 million. Okay. I don't want to split it with you. I want my own $25 million. So I want that to be clear.
Well, Chris, you're kind of the program director of this. So I will just go on record. If somebody offers you $2,500 to split amongst us, I'm in.
I didn't say I wouldn't take that.
If somebody,
what I want is $25 million.
If somebody gives $3 to split between us, we probably should take the
sayonara, everybody.
Or we could do this, it could be a scam. We could say, all right, the Etc. show's no more, Etc. too,
Yeah, even more Etceteras.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Yeah. Say, screw you and your money.
We're so much Etc.
So much. Oh, wow. Yeah, or you talk about cancel culture. Maybe it's a new form of cancel culture where we're just paying people off not to do anything anymore.
I think that's actually better than the way cancel culture has been, where we just decide someone's gone. If we actually pay them to go away, I feel like that's better. I mean, not much, but I'm always kind of concerned because we're going to cancel this entertainer. Okay.
Right.
That person has no other marketable skills. This is the only way they have ways to feed their families, to pay their bills, pay off their debts. What else is that person going to do now? That person was a professional comedian. They have no other useful skills.
Well, if
they're not going to get work anywhere ever again, what are you supposed to do?
Well, if it's a great deep performance, you don't need that much. I like analyzing who's coming to the local comedy club. Pauly Shore is still out there.
He still works.
Okay, well,
he doesn't do big venues, but he's still out there.
Well, or how do you take? I don't know. I mean, there's probably people who would leave for like $10, you know?
There's some people I wish would go away for $10.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh man, wouldn't that be the Cameo? You go on the Cameo site, instead of paying for a personalized message,
I would pay for this person to pay for them to not be on here.
Can we contact those people who are against Last Christmas and make our case that there's some wannabe politicians that if they could buy the rights for that person to go away, that there would be a grateful nation.
Oh,
it would do better good than getting rid of a song.
With all the culture wars going on here, I can see Republicans donate large amounts of money to do away with stuff that really isn't that big of a deal. But
and by the way, I have just tweeted at Andrew Ridgely.
Oh, jeez.
He's asking for our favorite Christmas song that I think it's Last Christmas, and I'm defending the song on a podcast. Let's see if he gives me a shout.
How many?
That might be better if it was Tears for Fears. But
okay, 61,000 connections. Joe, you surprised by that?
What was it?
61,000 followers. Andrew Ridgely has.
I'm not surprised by that.
And Last Christmas finished the number one song on the UK charts for 2022. There's a whole nation behind me.
We're relying on the taste of the British people.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Everything British is better.
Ooh.
If you watch, you need to watch more British TV.
I don't know if I do.
No, I don't. I watch enough TV as is.
That's all I could watch is British TV. I'd be very happy.
Name 3 shows.
Doctor Who, Taskmaster, Would I Lie to You? My top 3. 8 out of 10
was the first
Cats,
one?
Just Countdown.
I'll go with you on the Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. I need to send you guys an episode to give you a flavor of Taskmaster and the beauty of that show.
Okay. Do it.
One particular episode. What's that?
I'll watch it. I'll watch your things. Okay. Taskmaster, what was the other 2?
Taskmaster, Doctor Who. If you've never watched Doctor Who?
No. I've watched a little bit of Doctor Who, and I'm full. I don't need any more.
I watched the first iteration of this podcast. We had different people on. We watched this show, and this guy's like, we all have to watch this movie. It's a British movie. It was kind of like the Naked Gun of British TV. I can't remember the movie name now. Do you? Like Hot Pursuit or something?
Hot Fuzz?
Yes. Was that it?
Hot Fuzz? That's a great movie.
Oh, it sucked.
What? Get out of town. That movie is hilarious.
We had 3 people on, and this one guy, he was smiling. We said, let's watch it. I'm like, all right, sure. I watched that during the
Fuzz?
week. Holy crap.
The Edgar Wright movie?
Yeah. And
oh, my gosh. With Simon Pegg and Nick Frost?
Yeah. And the other 2 guys on the podcast were like, oh, man, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
I love that movie.
Like, you're real... it was rough.
Edgar Wright.
We wouldn't have The Office without British TV.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
See, I still like the American British The Office over British.
Oh yeah, but it exists without the British version.
Right.
I have a lot of people in my life that have really.
I love the British version. I love the British television concept of very short runs of television. You have the ability to craft it so that the whole thing makes sense. Instead of getting lost in the middle of a season.
A lot of people in my life say British Office more than American Office, which I don't know.
It's so uncomfortable. But that's Ricky Gervais humor. Like it's painfully uncomfortable, and that's the humor.
Yes,
painfully uncomfortable.
All right. Well, hey, we've got a couple more segments. We got a doozy coming up next. So, if you like our doozy one, stay tuned. We're going to be talking about the most handsome coaches. Ew. All right.
Hey.
For Joe and Paul, this is Chris. Have a good one.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Mooney. Welcome to what is our new Hope Interrupted podcast based on the work from our book, Hope Interrupted, that I co-authored with my good friend Byron Macaulay.
Hey, Jennifer, I'm looking forward to this podcast as much as I was looking forward to writing this book with you. We hope to interview some high impact folks as well as have a little fun.
We're going to cover stories of hope. To learn more about our podcast and our book, please visit www.hopeinterrupted.com.